Hi, I'm Joe from CrossFit Albuquerque, and we're going to be talking about the standards for WOD number 2. So, in this WOD, the first pair of movements is going to be a max shoulder to overhead and a max toes to bar 3 attempts. You will have 2 people at the rack and 2 people at the bar at any one time. You can rotate through as you finish the movements. Now, for each one, your partner is going to be able to help you load the plates. We want collars on the plates, and they'll also be able to help you clean the bar up back to the rack after you've done. As far as the standards for the movement, all that we're looking for is that the movement takes place in the front rack, and it's going to be a shoulder to overhead. So we're going to take it up overhead. What we're looking for is control of the bar. We want the bar and feet centered underneath the hips, and we want a straight line all the way down and under control.
Okay, so WOD number 2 entails shoulder overhead that Joe talked about. Now we're going to talk about the toes to bar. Pretty standard rules, so Elise is going to demonstrate this for us. Teammates can help. There's not going to be any boxes around, so if you can't get on the bar or jump to that bar, not only is that pathetic, but you can have a teammate work for you to help you on that. So once she's on the bar, what we're looking for is simply placing the toes on the bar from a full extension at the bottom. So a full extension indicates heels behind the midline, both feet touching the bar at the same time. Although, stop for a second there, if she goes up and one foot touches and then the other foot touches, that's legitimate toes to bar. What we don't want to see is where one touches and then the other. Yeah, that is a no rep. Okay, so we're finishing up the criteria for WOD number 2. After the first 15 minutes inside with shoulder to overhead and toes to bar is finished, the team will have 1 minute to move outside to a designated area where they're going to circle up for the judge and start a double under, count, one at a time. So Nikki, let's say, will be the first one to go. It doesn't matter who's the first to go, but if in this case Nikki goes first, she's going to do as many double unders as she can. Once she fails, it's going to move on to the next teammate, in this case Jessie. She will accumulate as many as she can. When she fails, even if it's just 1 rep, it will immediately go on to the next member. It must be in whatever order you guys choose. It must continue in that sequence. So let's do a quick little overthrow. And fail. On to teammate number 2, where she fails. On to teammate number 3, until she fails. And then on to teammate number 4.
Okay, so WOD number 2, just a little overview of how this WOD will work. Your team is going to have 15 minutes. You will be spread apart. 1 partner or 2 partners will be at the rack doing shoulder to overhead. The other 2 partners will be at the bar doing toes to bar. You're going to be accumulating your total max number of 3 attempts of toes to bar. So you'll get 3 attempts, and you're going to be getting a cumulative number of toes to bar. As far as the shoulder to overhead, you're going to be getting a max poundage. So your 1 rep max, the heaviest that you can get over your head and stabilize, is going to be your score. Then a max number of double unders, and then at the end, all of those added together is going to be a score for your team.